I'm S.G. Redling, author of Flowertown, and this is Kindle Most Wanted. We're talking today with Karen MacInerney, author of Mother's Day Out, and Johnny Shaw, author of Plaster City, about something a little unexpected with thrillers and adventure stories, and that's comedy, which both of you do so well. So you're looking to get some comedy going. Did you plan this for your book? Because your book is hilarious, Mother's Day Out.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun writing it. I really wanted that. I wanted the comedy. I love when you take things that are totally different and like slam them together.
Yeah, when the mother PI?
Yeah, the mother who stumbles into this job as a private investigator because she wants a little excitement in her life and ends up participating in a drag queen contest by the end of the first week and like goes into the princess's room to recover and finds a dead transvestite. And on the phone, the last number called is her home phone, and then it all goes from there.
I love it. And of course, Plaster City, that's complete insanity. I have to ask you, because I know how funny you are. Again, did you plan to make it a funny book that was insane, or did it just sort of come together itself?
Well, in my mind, it's not that insane. It's that's ultimately that's just that's a Thursday. I mean, my stories should be it should be a story you overheard in a bar that a drunk guy told you. Jimmy Veeder and Bobby Mabes, who are the two leads, they're just guys that get into trouble. And because it's all set, Plaster City and that whole series is all set on the Mexican border in the California desert. Being in the desert and being on the border, to me, it's naturally funny.
Naturally is a good word, though, for comedy, because comedy is one of those things that looks easy. When you read it, you think that's so natural, but it takes a lot of work. And both of you do a different kind of comedy. I mean, do you consider yourself funny?
I think I am.
You're a riot.
My 15-year-old daughter, not so much. But I think it's how you go through life. I actually go through the day looking for things that are just different. It's just more interesting.
Because you wrote comedy.
Yeah, and I don't have a friend that isn't funny, and for me with humor, it was when you got all of this to work with, you had to make girls laugh, so that was all I really had going for me.
Okay, so what do you think is the secret to your comedy? Is there some moment when you're writing that you're like, this is magic? Do you know it when it happens?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm writing it just kind of comes. I mean, I just love that. Some of the favorite scenes I've ever written where it just kind of comes. And you're like, what could make it worse? Ooh, let's do that.
Right, yeah. And both of your books do that. It's this escalation of mayhem.
Yeah, what I like about comedy is you can't plan it. You can't plan it. It's going to be, you wake up and you're going to be, I'm going to have the funnies all day today. And you just sit down and write. There's a certain amount of pressure put on you, but it happens on the page. It happens in the process. It's just, the line comes to you.
Who are your comedy heroes?
Oh, comedy heroes. I love P.G. Wodehouse. Janet Ivanovich is really funny. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's who I really like for comedy. How about you?
Robert Benchley, who was a writer in the 30s, was a major guy for me. But for me, it's like you got to pull. Dove Season has puns in it. I'm willing to go right from fart joke to a pun.
Wow.
Yeah. But classy fart jokes where your pinky's out when you say them.
Keep it up there.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about humor in mayhem and thriller and adventure. Johnny Shaw, Karen MacInerney. I'm S.G. Redling, and this is Kindle Most Wanted.